Okay guys, so Palantir, PLTR. So what I'm watching. So last time I covered video about this stock, about this company, we were talking about this $29 level of resistance. Still watching this level. And last time when I looked at this name, we didn't dive into it too much. And this time as well, we're not going to dive too crazy. I was watching options right there. A lot of volume came in. Looks like price wise, if you take a look at the volume, well, this was the day I think I covered this name. So volume dropping. Okay. And will this stock break out of this level? 29? We shall see. Today, 1.5% down, $26 level. What do I want to talk about? Well, I have been spending a lot of time, and I usually do, especially after quarterly filings. So every quarter, I mean, it doesn't have to be quarterly files, but if some stock is doing extremely well, you have to be keeping an eye on SEC and what's going on. Insiders have been dumping. They're selling. They have sold throughout this rally, throughout February. And today, well, if I'm looking through the SEC filings, well, there were reported sale securities almost every other day. But fundamentally, I understand a lot of people who are bullish. If you go to YouTube, I mean, almost everybody bullish. I get that, but I don't get the part where, I mean, this stock is trading what? Let's take a look at the fundamentals. I get that. Okay, return on equity, return on assets, margins are growing. Operational profit margin higher. PE 251. Really? Price to cash flow 55. I don't know how you can justify it, but this company is 55. I mean, I guess you can justify it if the growth is there, if as soon as they start one quarter, it takes one quarter. If they don't report growth, this stock will get a beating down very, very easily. But just to keep that in mind, okay? Again, this video is not a financial advice. You should not trade off of this information. This is purely for entertainment purposes only. Okay, back to chart. I just wanted to mention that since nobody talks about it. Many people don't talk about like actual money, right? Where the money is going. What are the insiders doing? So just wanted to mention that, and I mention it a lot with small caps, but with large caps as well, especially if the large cap just came out, and this is a very recent IPO. So we have to talk about that. Look at Uber, how long it took. I mean, it could be exact same story, but in terms of technicals, well, same levels I will be watching. These levels are resistance levels, 29. If it gets back above this level, well, we do have all-time highs for the stock, at least on my chart, 45 print. If it gets back above that, back above 30, very likely can bounce. As a support trend line, I will be watching this trend line. So basically, let me zoom in. So the lows of the 2023 May, and it popped because of fundamental reasons. Earnings were good. It popped one higher and came right here into basically from the last earnings report that they reported. Again, good earnings, stock pops, and as soon as it pops, insiders started selling here. So I don't know about their guidance. You have to look at it as well yourself. But right here, right now, ultra short term, all the option activity that came in when it was at its highs at these levels, I think that those could be just calls, covered calls being sold by funds. Today, 436,000 calls were traded, 165,000 puts were traded. So that's the total volume. Definitely, there are a lot more calls and definitely can improve. I mean, it can break out. But for me, well, at least I don't want to pay over 20-day moving average, which is at the moment 24.50, not too far away, right? So if all these people paid here on average 24.50. I don't want to pay 27 for this. That's my idea every time I try to swing trade any stock, especially blue chip. But if it doesn't hold these levels, I mean, 50-day moving average could be really, in my opinion, could be a good deal if somehow overall market pulls back and it's sitting around here and they report good earnings, another good earnings next quarter. I mean, then I would definitely try to play the breakout. But right here, right now, I think FOMO is not the best thing, especially when overall market is hitting all-time highs. And this stock will not run away. I can just promise that, because they have crazy outstanding shares out there. So it's not going to be a rocket ship going crazy. It will give many opportunities, many pullbacks to enter, buyable pullbacks, if the growth story is there, if they keep basically signing those contracts that they signed very recently when it popped right here, government contract, it'll do well. But right here, right now, I'm not overpaying for this. I'm waiting for, if it breaks out, definitely I'll trade it, but I'm waiting for a larger pullback for Palantir. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you all having a good weekend. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.